Jai Sri Ram, friends. Welcome to Bharat Marg. Welcome, Vinay ji. Thank you for joining Bharat Marg again. And today we are going to discuss about pants on fire, folks. Pants on fire. Canadian PM Justin Trudeau spreads fake news and hate. Okay, and this is what we are going to discuss about. Watch the whole video. Canadian PM Justin Trudeau spreads fake news and Hindu hate to please his Khalistani and Jihadi buddies. Okay, that's what we are going to talk about, and Vinay ji is with us to discuss on this issue, and uh, uh, and we will go in detail. Okay, but before going further, friends, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with as many people as you can, and also please make sure to like the subscribe the channel if you didn't already, and also press the notification bell to make sure that people you get notified as we go live. Okay, and also, yeah, we do send out one dharmic message every day. Now you can get it by sending a WhatsApp to +16479644790 with the WhatsApp message with your name, where you are from, what languages you want, and you will get, in that way you will able to stay connected with the roots of Sanatan Dharma. Okay, and Vinay ji, the you take off. I am not going to say anything because you are going to explain this. Pants on fire. Canadian PM Justin Trudeau spreads fake news and Hindu hate to please his Khalistani and Jihadi buddies.
Thank you, Ji. In my previous video, I had recommended a tutorial class for foreign affairs for Mr. Trudeau. I think he needs tuition or tutorials in pretty much every aspect of life. Okay, this man, he comes from he was a drama teacher apparently I don't know, in some high school in BC, and God knows what really happened to this man. I don't know how much education he has. No, I really feel sorry for this man. Okay, number one. Number two, so I recommend Indian government to set up these tutorial classes for Trudeau, pretty much going through the whole grade 9, 10, 11, 12 syllabus. Okay, curriculum, and then so that he gets educated. At least he'll let him become a high school graduate. Number one. Number two. Number three, what you just brought up is actually nothing new. This is old news as well. Trudeau is incorrigible. Unfortunately, that is his attitude. Okay, so I will go back to March 2023. Travel back in time. All right. Now, in March 2023, the Liberal MP from Ottawa, Mr. Chandra Arya, had actually brought up this issue in the parliament, and he said, on behalf of over 1 million Canadians of several religious states, in particular Hindu Canadians, and as a Hindu Canadian myself, I call upon members of this House and all Canadians to distinguish between the Hindu religious sacred symbol swastika and the Nazi symbol of hatred called Hakenkreuz in Germany, or the hooked cross in English. It's called the hooked cross in English. These were the words by Chandra Arya. And he said that in the ancient language, Indian language of Sanskrit, swastika means that which brings good luck and well-being. Okay, this ancient and greatly auspicious symbol of the Hindu religion continues to be used today at our Hindu temples, in our religious and cultural rituals, entrances to our homes, and in our daily life. So please stop calling the Nazi symbol of hate, Hakenkreuz, as swastika. This is what he said. And he told us very, very, in clear-cut language. And he said, we support the ban of the Nazi symbol of hatred, Hakenkreuz, or the hooked cross, but calling it swastika is to deny us Hindu Canadians our religious right and freedom to use our sacred symbol in our daily life. And just for viewers' information, swastika was not created during the Second World War, like Haken Cruz. Okay, swastika has got maybe about thousands of years of history. Okay,
In Ramayana, it is being used.
exactly. It has thousands of years of history. All right. So basically, the Coalition of Hindus of North America, CONA, thanked Mr. Arya, and he said they released a statement saying, "We thank MP Arya for taking a firm stand on this extremely important matter of over 500,000 Canadian Hindus and close to 2 billion Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and others for whom the swastika and its equivalents are deeply sacred."
Non-Khalistani Sikhs.
Exactly. Now I'll come down to Khalistani Sikhs. Now, the Khalistani Sikh, what happened was in February of this year, 2023, amidst massive protest by hundreds of truck drivers, okay, against Canada's COVID restrictions, right? You remember the
Freedom Rally.
Yeah, Freedom Rally that happened. Sorry, this was in last year. I'm talking about March 2022. Okay, so in February 2022, Mr. Jagmeet Singh, the self-proclaimed Khalistani terrorist, Canadian terrorist leader and supporter, and who is also coincidentally the NDP leader, he
And
said,
also whose passport is banned from getting into Bharat.
yeah, and he said, swastikas and Confederate flags have no place in Canada. And immediately Justin Trudeau, who is now his little puppet, danced to his tune and said, yes, Jagmeet Singh, whatever he says, it's true. We are not going to allow swastika.
You know, how do you see now Justin Trudeau openly displaying his Jew hate by bringing Nazi warrior there? The guy who, gas chambered Jews to the parliament and giving a standing ovation after being wet by Five Eyes, okay, or so called, and now they are showcasing the Hindu hate. Well, how do you see it?
No, they please don't question Canadian intelligence. Okay, Canadian intelligence is supreme. Okay, they are the topmost in the world. All right, because they have support from the Five Eyes. So everything that they make statements about, they do a lot of learning, lot of spy work, lot of things before they make these statements. Okay, so according to him, he said, this terrorist, Khalistani terrorist Nijar was killed by Indian government. Indian people, government is behind this. Then they said that this so-called Nazi is actually not a Nazi, and they welcomed him into the parliament. But then somebody said, oh, he's a Nazi. And then they said swastika is a bad symbol, ban it. So I don't know, it's a little questionable, right?
And Vinayji, there is a confirmed news that the Deputy Prime Minister of Canada, her relatives were part of the Nazi force.
Correct. Yeah, that is extreme. You're absolutely right. And I have heard that story as well. And her name is Chrystia Freeland, and the Honorable Chrystia Freeland is actually and she apparently was instrumental in bringing this Nazi to the parliament. Okay, and she spoke with the speaker, but it's the speaker who lost his job, not Chrystia Freeland. Okay, so this is the unfortunate part about the Canadian politics, and that's how it works. And it's unfortunate that they fired the speaker, and because they had to, you always have to have a sacrificial goat for anything. So this man, the speaker, was the sacrificial goat. They said, oh, he made a mistake, okay, get rid of him. But you know what, for God's sake, man, you have Five Eyes. You claim to be the topmost intelligence service. I mean, you have the topmost intelligence service in Canada.
And for Jagmeet Singh, for the sake of Jagmeet Singh, I want to give some information here.
Exactly.
Okay, the Canadian terrorist.
Like Jagmeet Singh. And
I have one statement here for Jagmeet Singh. That is when the gurus were taking a position as a guru. They were incarnated or coronated by pandits, and they had the swastika symbol there. There are a lot of pictures available, just for your information.
Exactly.
Maybe they were
So
spreading hate against Jews too.
no. I mean, like the thing is, they said that the Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and even Sikhs, they follow
Not
swastika as a
even six.
symbol.
Six. We don't consider these guys as six. These are terrorists.
No. I'm not talking about Khalistanis. Khalistanis are not Sikhs.
Yeah, six.
Khalistanis are a kind of a, what do you call it? A breed by themselves. It's like a special breed of
No,
dogs.
it means I won't say they're a special breed. There are a lot of dogs that bark for the biscuit, so it doesn't matter.
No. The problem with the certain dogs, they've been crossed with so many other dogs in the past that eventually when
DNA,
the
but
final generation comes out, that the breed itself becomes questionable. Like,
yeah,
which
means
breed does it belong to? Is it a pure breed? This is an impure breed? That's all.
no, I understand what you're saying. In our language, we say "gadbad DNA." Just talk in my kind of language, so that I can understand.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. So please continue. You were saying something about.
No. I was just saying that Sorry, just 1 second actually.
Yeah, the best thing is the best thing is India has every homes in India has swastika symbol as a rangoli, and Jews
No,
don't have
absolutely.
problem. Jews don't have problem.
And that's exactly what Chandra Arya said, that we use swastika as a symbol in our homes, at the entrance of our homes, and in during our religious ceremonies, during our cultural rituals, and
And
in our daily
generally in
life.
Rangoli, I don't see any home that doesn't have swastika. And Jews
Exactly.
don't have a problem. They have been growing up there for many years.
Yeah. And there is one thing about this ignorance, right? The Hakan Cruz and the swastika, you put them side by side, you will see the difference. I mean, like, I think you had a picture of that just a moment ago. Like, you can tell from the two symbols. Like, you have on the left hand side of the viewers, it's the swastika symbol with the 4 dots, and the one that is being crossed off is the Hakan Cruz. And you can tell from the symbol itself that there are two different symbols. Okay, the significance of swastika. Okay, every line has a significance. Okay, and that, if they understand what it actually means, then then basically, the funny thing is, even the Zoroastrians of Persia, okay, I'm talking going back to Iranian, the Babylon civilization, okay, even they regarded swastika as a very holy and spiritual symbol, and was a symbol of the revolving sun, infinity, and continuing creation. It's one of the most common symbols on Mesopotamian coins. Okay, this is the irony of it. Okay, so the unfortunately, even in the Holocaust encyclopedia, it says that the word swastika comes from the word Sanskrit swastika, which means good fortune or well-being. The motif appears to have been first used in Eurasia as early as 7,000 years ago, perhaps representing the movement of the sun through the sky. To this day, it's a sacred symbol in Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and
Any Sanatan, any Sanatan,
exactly.
around
It's
the
a
world.
common sight on temples, houses in India, Indonesia, and many other, Nepal, and many other,
And swastika is a common name for the kids.
exactly. Exactly.
People keep swastika
Yeah.
and swastika for the boys.
And the only reason that Mr. Hitler took this symbol was because he said this is an identity of Aryans and the Aryan race, right? The conjecture for Aryan
And
cultural descent.
as far as what our research goes on, Vinayji, you can correct me if I'm right or wrong. I had a talk with some intellectuals. They are saying this the Nazi symbol derives from Vatican,
Derives
because
from?
he was Vatican way of thoughts.
No, it's absolutely true. That's also true, because this is. I mean, also, Hitler, if you remember, considered himself from the Aryan descent, and he said Aryans are the ones with the purest blood. Okay, and I don't know what he means by purest blood, because everybody has the same blood. And if somebody ends up in a hospital with blood, it doesn't matter whether you're an Aryan or Dravidian or a Muslim or a Christian or whatever. So long as the blood matches, the blood group matches, they can donate blood or plasma, whatever it's called. So, but the thing is, there was a reference by Adolf Hitler. He said, "I myself in Mein Kampf." This is Adolf Hitler's biography. He said, "I myself, meanwhile, after innumerable attempts, had laid down a final form, a flag with a red background, a white disc, and a black swastika in the middle. After long trials, I also found a definite proportion between the size of the flag and the size of the white disc, as well as the shape and thickness of the swastika." Okay, so basically, he took certain things from the swastika, and he also took the what is that, the idea from the Haken Cruz, that is what it's called, which is the it's mainly from what you said is from the Catholics, right? So
Yes.
so
From
that
Vatican,
so
because
basically
he was an adult
hook-
reader
hook
of
cross.
Vatican magazine. He was an
Yeah, it's a
adult reader
hooked
of
cross.
Vatican magazine.
It's a cross, like a Jesus Christ cross, but it's a hooked cross. That's what it is. So he took that and he kind of butchered it, made his own symbol, okay, and called it
Yeah.
Haken Cruz. Okay.
But
So that is the story about swastika. But these are the things that people need to learn. People need to be educated on.
but Vinayji, I have a question for you. How do you see the irresponsibility of a prime minister of a country, okay, wantedly promoting a fake news and hate narrative against a community? How do you see it?
Oh, it's unfortunate that this is ignorance, and unfortunately, they need to be educated. They need to be.
No, you can wake up a person who is sleeping. He is wantedly doing it.
Yeah, and also, you know what? There could be another aspect to it. There could be just racism. There could be, and the funny thing was, Justin Trudeau. He said that, oh my God, the Canadians, whatever, the symbol. Basically, he said in his tweet message, in his X message, right? He said, "When we see or hear hateful language in imagery, we must condemn it. The display of a swastika by an individual on Parliament Hill is unacceptable. Canadians have the right to assemble peacefully, but we cannot tolerate anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or hate of any kind." That's basically what. But what about Hindu hate?
Yeah, which
What
he
about
is
Hindu
doing by
hate?
himself. Yeah, but not only Hindu hate. How about blackface? How about
Exactly.
hate against the First Nation? Vinayji, I am saying you, he's a white supremacist. Okay, I have a question for you here, because he and his government goes behind a First Nation young girl, who couldn't pay $10,000 for what you call dental surgery, and this government goes behind it, spends $100,000 to collect the $10,000 from the First Nation child. Okay, And his hate for the blacks is very, very exemplary by putting the black face. You know that. Okay. And now the Hindu hate, the Jew hate is of course Nazi, bringing the Nazi to the parliament. Do you think he is qualified to be a prime minister? Do
Definitely
you
not.
think a self-respecting Hindu will, or self-respecting Jew, or a self-respecting black, okay, or a self-respecting First Nation will ever vote for this man ever again?
This man needs to go, because I mean this man is a disgrace to the country, disgrace to Canada, disgrace to the all the values that the Canadian the Canadian system, the country itself was set upon. The whole ideology is, whatever he follows is totally against the true Canadian ideology and the values.
And of course, they supported the Catholic schools. His father had a relationship with the Catholic schools. Anyway, these things can be debated. But where there was butchery happening of the First Nation child. But what do you think, folks? What do you say? Do you think? Do you also accept that it is irresponsible for the PM of a country to come and spread fake news and hate against a community that peacefully works and pays the tax, so that and highest taxpayers in many cases in the country? Okay, what do you think, Vinayji? Thank you very much for joining us and putting your point of view, and looking forward to see you again. Till then, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, friends. Thank you, Vinayji, and thank you, viewers. Do comment, share, and give your feedback, okay, on what do you think, and looking forward to see you again. Till then, Jai Sri Ram.